Meet Mike, first time in Thailand. Reddit threads read, YouTube vlogs watched, questions asked, in the whole 9 yards. He thinks he's prepared. He is not prepared. Here's how fast it goes wrong. Mike needs a TDAC. That's the Thailand Digital Arrival Card. And yeah, it sounds official because it is official. So he Googles TDAC Thailand, clicks the first result, and pays €120 for something that's completely free. The government website. 0 baht. And before you go, come on, nobody falls for that, here's the stat that should scare you. Roughly half of Google users can't tell an ad from a real result. Half. Mike's not an idiot. Mike's just normal. And normal just cost him 120 quid before he's even landed. That's scam number 1. We're counting, by the way. Buckle in. Plane touches down in Bangkok. Mike's wrecked. 13 hours in the air will do that. And he walks straight out to the taxi rank like a man with a target on his back. Shows the driver his address. No meter goes on. Just a flat 1,500 baht, which is about $40 for a ride that should cost a tenth of that. He's too tired to argue. Pays it. Scam 2. Gets to the hotel, and surprise, it looks nothing like the photos. Understandable reaction, he's furious. So he does what any of us would do in 2026 and leaves a scorched earth review across every platform he can find. Tags the hotel's Facebook page for good measure. Big, big mistake. And we'll come back to why in a minute, because this one's got teeth. Day 2, Mike wants the Grand Palace. Classic tourist stop, everyone does it. He's walking over when a friendly local rocks up out of nowhere with a big smile and says the palace is closed today, special holiday, but he knows somewhere better. Mate, it is never closed. This is one of the oldest cons in Bangkok, and it works because it sounds plausible. The guy walks him to a tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk drivers in on it, and Mike gets rerouted to gem shops and tailor shops, where the driver gets a cut of whatever gets sold. He ends up in a suit shop, guy behind the counters in shorts and flip-flops, which should tell you everything, but the sales pitch is relentless, and Mike caves. 3,000 baht for a suit, picks it up 2 days later and it's already falling apart. One wash, and it's basically a pillowcase with sleeves. Scam 3. Walking back to the hotel, another bloke approaches. Same energy, different script. Lucky day, special Buddha day, I show you real Thailand. Same con, new paint job. Tour that's actually just a shopping crawl where you are expected to buy something at every stop. Scam 4. Now here's where it gets genuinely serious, because up to this point it's just money. This next bit is Mike's liberty. He's at a cafe, still fuming about the hotel, posts a few more angry reviews, tags the page again. Couple days later, there's a knock on his hotel room door. Thai police. Polite, but they're not messing about. Someone's filed a defamation complaint. Mike's like, but it was my actual experience. And the answer is, doesn't matter. In Thailand, what you post online can get you in real legal trouble if a business decides it's damaging them. This isn't a scare story either. There are documented cases of tourists detained, fined, even deported over bad reviews. One American man was staring down 2 years in a Thai jail for exactly this. Mike spends his last few days in a police station instead of on a beach, lawyering up, trying not to go to prison over a Google review. Ends up settling, pays the hotel a hefty chunk of compensation just to make it go away. He's lucky. It could have gone a lot worse. So naturally, stressed out of his mind, he decides to bail on Bangkok and head to Pattaya for a reset. Fresh start by the sea, right? New hotel actually looks great this time. Staff are lovely. He finally exhales a bit. Rents a motorbike, cruises the coast. Feels like he's on holiday for the first time this whole trip. Spots a row of jet skis on the beach and thinks, yeah, this'll shake the stress off. Even films himself doing a full walk around of the jet ski before he gets on. Smart move. We'll get back to that. Has a great time out on the water. Comes back in, and the rental guy's waiting with a face like thunder, pointing at a scratch on the side that wasn't there before. 40,000 baht he wants. Mike knows he didn't hit anything. Doesn't matter, tourist police show up. There's a scene, and Mike settles for 30 grand baht just to end the standoff. Here's the trick behind it, because it's actually clever in a horrible way. Rental places will hide existing damage with wax or clear coat or waterproof paint before you take the jet ski out. Looks spotless when you leave the beach, hits the water, paint washes off, damage reappears. It's not new. It's a trap that's been sitting there waiting for whoever's next. Scam 5, and arguably the sneakiest one yet. Mike drags himself back to the hotel, wondering how this trip could possibly get worse. Spoiler, it's not done with him. Next morning he checks his bank account and there's a charge he doesn't recognize. Small enough that you'd miss it if you weren't looking, big enough to sting. Turns out the ATM he used the night before had a card skimmer on it. This is massive in Thailand, especially in Pattaya and Phuket, tourist-heavy areas where machines get tampered with constantly. Now Mike's on the phone to his bank trying to freeze the card and praying nothing else goes through. Scam 6. He figures, all right, let's do something wholesome. Books a popular island tour online. Advert shows a nice roomy van, gorgeous secluded beach, proper Thai buffet lunch. What turns up is a cramped, beat-up minivan that's seen better decades. Long, uncomfortable ride to a packed pier. Then he's crammed onto an overloaded boat with barely room to sit, taken to a beach that's nowhere near secluded. It's shoulder to shoulder with tourists. And the mouth-watering Thai buffet? A stale sandwich and a lukewarm bottle of water. Classic online bait and switch. Scam 7. That night Mike's back at the hotel, tired, but still trying to salvage something from this trip, so he opens Tinder. Matches with a woman called May almost instantly. Conversations flowing, she seems genuine, and she suggests dinner at a nice restaurant. Bill comes, and it's an absolutely staggering number. Turns out May and the restaurant have an arrangement, and Mike just funded both of their evenings. The dating scam. Scam 8. By this point, Mike's basically paranoid, questioning every friendly face he sees, which, fair enough at this stage. But look, here's the honest bit. Thailand isn't the villain here. It's genuinely beautiful, the people are genuinely warm, and none of this means don't go. What it means is the scams are real, they're everywhere, and they're built specifically to target people who look exactly like Mike did on day one, excited, tired, and trusting. Watching YouTube vlogs and reading Reddit threads is a start, not preparation. Real preparation is knowing the red flags before you're standing in front of them, trusting your gut when something feels off, and honestly, sometimes just eating the loss and moving on, instead of escalating it into a legal mess. Mike flies home lighter in the wallet and heavier in experience. Next trip, he says he'll be ready. We'll see. Thanks for watching, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.